Welcome to Inspire. My name's Lorenzo Altabelli. You probably don't know me, but I've been a barber for 12 years now. I've invented my own software system, and now I'm inventing my own barber starter kit. So within this interview, I want to show you guys how I became a barber. I want to show you how I overcame all of my struggles and adversities, and I also want to inform you on what comes in my barber kit and why I'm starting this brand and this channel that you're watching right now, because there's a purpose that's so much deeper than you could imagine, okay? So I want you to stay tuned and watch the rest of this video. So I want to tell you my story. I'm going to take you back to 2007. I was 18 years old. It was the first day of my senior year of high school, and guess what happens? My dad dies on the first day of school, okay? And I had football, and I put my heart and soul into football, and then guess what happened next? I got a concussion that ended my career, and now I had nothing, okay? And I was alone, and I was really depressed as a teenager. So I applied to college, and I went to college, and I dropped out my first semester because I was just so messed up. And when I came home, I ended up linking up with my my high school sweetheart, and I ended up having my daughter at the age of 21 years old. So at 21, I was just working, trying to support a family, and honestly had no clue where I was going in life or how to get or become successful, honestly. I was lost. Not only that, but I was hanging around the wrong crowd and the wrong lifestyle, and the girl that I was with at the time was using drugs and influencing me to do the same, and I was getting caught up in something that I should not have been in, okay? And during this time, I had found barbering for the first time, okay? So I went to my sister's house, and I seen her cutting her kids' hair, and I took them clippers, and those are my first haircuts. I cut my nephew's, and while I'm living with this girl, I'm cutting hair outside by the park. I'm going to the projects to cut hair. I just love cutting hair. It wasn't about money. I had no vision. It was just I like cutting, okay? So as I reflected on my life, I realized, I'm not in a good place, and I'm not surrounding myself with the right people, and I'm doing bad things, and I could see my life going down a really bad path. So I decided, I want to make a change. I want to be different. I want to get out of this hole that I'm in, and I want to see what my life could be if I took a chance. So I went to the best barber I knew, and he told me, go to school, be a barber, I'll hire you. And that's exactly what I decided to do. So I had to quit my job, and I decided to leave that girl, and I decided to quit hanging out with them people, and I lost my house, and I lost my car, and I had nowhere to live, and I got destroyed for child support, and I was just really struggling. So I moved in with my friend, and I lived in his basement. And then I got kicked out of there. And then I moved in with another friend, and I lived in his basement. And I still have my daughter 3-4 days a week. So me and my daughter are chilling in this basement with spiders crawling around us, with no cart. I mean, it was just like, I literally was living in a basement. So finally I moved out of that basement to go to my third basement. So now I'm on my third basement in 1 year. I'm in my sister's house, and I'm living in a little room the size of a jail cell. And I'm going to barber school till 4. And then I'm working a factory job till midnight, and I was just killing myself for $75 a week. It was literally a joke. So one day I just woke up, and I'm like, I'm done with all this. I'm done with it. I am going to start cutting hair, and I'm going to grow my name in my business, and I'm going to quit my job with no money, and I'm going to believe that I can cut enough hair to survive out of this basement. So that's what I did. I started to advertise. I started to find this passion for growing my business and growing my name. And the whole time I was in barber school, I grew and I grew and I grew. And 1 month before I graduated barber school, my sister gets a divorce. I get kicked out of that house, and I have nowhere to live again. So I go to my girlfriend's house, and I sleep on the couch, and I hitchhiked to school, and I did everything I could to literally get to school to graduate to get this license. And I finally did it. I achieved my goal. I got my license, and boom, not even 2 months later, I end up getting this girl pregnant. And now I'm on my second child, and it fails again. And now I've failed at a family twice. And now I'm like, man, just when my life's about to start, I hit rock bottom again. And not that a kid was rock bottom, but it felt like rock bottom again. And I had to start over. So I started over as a single father with 2 kids with no help, and I was just working in this barber shop, just cutting hair and growing. And I did that for 5 years. And in that time, I had found a new girl, and I had got engaged. And eventually I grew out of that barber shop, and I said, I'm going to open my own shop. And the owner didn't, he wasn't too happy. He didn't think I should do it, and a lot of people were like, Lorenzo, just believe in yourself and do it. So I did it. And I opened my own barbershop and I turned it into a shoe store. And not even 8 months into opening my own barbershop, I break my arm. I go to Mexico, fall off a balcony, break my arm, can't work for 3 months, go dead broke again. So within the first month, 8 months of working, I had lost everything again. And I was supposed to get married 2 months later. So I come back to work and I work 35 days straight to pay for this wedding because I had no money at the time. 3 months after I get married, I find out that my wife is cheating on me with the landlord of my barbershop and my friend. So now I get a divorce 2 days later. I'm talking, I had a family, and 1 second, 1 day later, it was gone. I never seen her again. My kids never seen her again. My whole life flipped upside down again. And I'm like, why, Lord? Why does all these things keep happening to me? You know, so I had to go to work in this barbershop for 5 more months with this man and with her being around. And I had to accept that and deal with it. And I thought to myself, everyone's watching me. This is so embarrassing. The whole community sees me. I want to show these people how you handle adversity. All eyes are on me. I want to show you that you don't got to break down over everything and that bad things can turn into good things. So I started to work on myself and I started to love myself. And I moved out of that barbershop and I opened up the shop that I'm sitting in here today. And guess what happened next? COVID hits. So I signed a lease, COVID hits. Now I'm paying rent for the next 5 months and I have no job again, okay? So I'm back to broke and I lost everything again. And during COVID, my nephew, who I learned how to cut hair on, dies at 18 years old. You know, and I just thought, what the hell's going on? Why, Lord? Why does everything keep happening this way, you know? So I decided I was going to be different. I didn't care if I didn't have a job. I didn't care what my future was. I had no freaking clue what was going to happen to me, and I didn't care. All I knew was I needed to heal, and I needed to grow, and I needed to become a better man. And everything I've been through had to mean something. And if it didn't mean something, then what the hell was I doing on this planet? So I took all my fears, all my pain, and I went skydiving. And I went up in that plane and I cried tears of pain, and I left every single struggle, every pain, every regret, everything I've ever felt. And I looked at my ex and I looked at everyone that ever did me wrong, and I forgave him in that plane, and I jumped out of that airplane. And when I tell you, when I landed on the ground, I was a new person. I started to live different. I started to love different. I started to be different. And from that moment on, I didn't care. I didn't care about the barbershop. I wanted to be a good person and live life to the fullest. So I opened up my shop. I finally got it up and running. And now I had overcome all this adversity, but I still had no passion or purpose in my life. So that's what brings me to why we're here today, because I had to find that. And I had to look in the mirror and search for that. And you have to do the same. I truly believe that each and every one of us was put on this earth for a purpose and a reason. And you have to find that within yourself. So I'm building this Barber Starter Kit and I'm making this channel because I believe that I can share what's inspired me, and I can share my stories, and I can give you that little bump you need to get over that hill. I can give you that telescope to zoom in on the top of that mountain to know that it's real and you can get up there. You're probably wondering what comes in this barber kit and what makes my kit so different, so special, right? What's so special about Inspire Barber Starter Kit? So I want to tell you what makes my kit so different is the pamphlet and what is included inside that pamphlet. You see, I put my barber story, I put words of inspiration, and I linked educational videos to it. So you get a 31-minute full tutorial on a basic haircut with a ton of tips and techniques, and then you get a 10-minute tutorial on how to use all the products in the kit and methods in which to use them. So you're going to get educated on all the products, you're going to get all the tools you need, you're going to get inspired through my story and inspiration, and then you're going to get a free software system trial of Neverwait. So Neverwait is a software system I developed. It's a cash-based barber booking system. So you can book appointments from home, you can build a business out your garage, you could do this in a third world country, you could use it in a barber shop, you could check in from home, okay? This is the only cash-based booking system out there, and I'm giving you a free 1-month trial because I want to give you literally everything you need to start growing a business. So I don't care where you're at in the world, you can start a business with this kit if you believe in yourself. So I made this kit because I believe you can do it, and I believe that it's worth giving one person a chance to change their life. And if I only sell one kit to one person and it changes your life, then my goal for a company was achieved. Our kit obviously comes with all the tools you'll need. So we're gonna start with the Barber combs. It comes with a regular comb, a Barber taper comb, and then a flat top comb. It comes with thinning shears, and it also comes with your regular shears. It comes with a 10-piece clipper guard set, a foil shaver to give bald, smooth shaves, an edger, a fading clipper, a Barber cape, a hair spritzer water bottle, because I remember cutting hair from home and dipping my hand in water and throwing it on people's heads. It even comes with a headlight, because I know cutting hair from home, the lighting isn't too good. And without good lighting, you probably aren't gonna have good haircuts. So I made sure I put a light in there for you guys. And I also tested products for months. So the clippers that I picked aren't just any clipper, they were the 20th clipper that I tried, okay? I really wanted to make sure that I gave you an affordable, all-in-one kit and that it was trusted. So believe me when I say it, I've been using these clippers for the past 3 months. They still haven't broke on me yet. I believe in these products, I believe in this brand, and I think that this is everything you'll need to get started. I can build you a barber kit. I can give you all the products in the world. I can educate you, inspire you. I could pave a path and say that's where success is. But it's up to you to make that change. It's up to you to be different and make a difference in your life and everyone around you. So if you're interested in this kit, tune into TikTok. Friday, May 5th, 7 p.m. You can watch me live drop my Barber starter kit, and I'm going to be giving away a free Barber starter kit on Friday. So please tune in. Buy a kit, check it out, share, like, thank y'all. I love y'all.